Darcy and Andrea, these 911 calls, this particular one came in Wednesday, January 16th at 4:30 in the morning. That's the day before Calvin Witherspoon Jr. and Derek Roper were found dead, each inside their own separate apartments. Just to give you an idea of where this apartment was that this 911 call came from, it was from apartment J2. That sits directly in between Roper and Witherspoon's apartment. Take a listen.
911, where's your emergency? I need a ambulance.
In front of a packed room inside the Westin Poinsett in downtown Greenville, John Warren conceded to incumbent Henry McMaster, giving thanks to all of his supporters who came out from across the state, but saying tonight just wasn't his night.
News 19's Alicia Neaves is right along Garner's Ferry Road, and this is really going to get lots of folks in trouble as they head home from work, Alicia.
I mean, it's looking like it right now, Andrea, and we have a front row seat to this mess because it's literally happening a block away from our station. We're seeing a lot of people driving down Garner's Ferry Road start to make U-turns. You can see a couple of them right now because you can't get through Garner's Ferry. Michaela says she has 60 days to find permanent housing. If she can't find it within that time frame, she says she's still waiting to learn what will happen next. JR?
We want to take just a moment now to pass along some very important information about the hurricane to our Spanish-speaking audience. News 19's Alicia Neaves joins us with that tonight.
Tenemos buenas noticias. Florence se ha debilitado a una tormenta de categoría 2 con vientos de 105 millas por hora. Pero solo porque la tormenta se ha debilitado no significa que la amenaza ha terminado. En la región central estamos bajo una advertencia de inundación repentina hasta el domingo. Los expertos dicen que el viernes por la mañana, Florence va a golpear a Carolina del Norte cerca de Wilmington.
Houston, we have a problem.
As soon as David Darby heard the news about his cousin, Calvin Witherspoon Jr., anger and resentment filled his heart.
And for Mr. Walker to get on TV and say that he didn't know, well, how did you become director? You're the chief. You're the head man. You don't know what your Indians are doing. You don't know what's in your teepee. But you're the chief. But you don't know. Find it hard to believe.
He says he witnessed his cousin turn in at least 2 work orders to management at Allen Benedict. That's because Darby lived there too.
But I just didn't know it was as bad.
The two would spend time together on occasion, but sometimes, Darby says, his cousin's health problems would keep him home.
I would ask him about, going fishing. He say, the weather sometimes handicaps him, He couldn't breathe good.
In work orders obtained by our deep dive team, we learned from January to April of 2018, Witherspoon reported issues with his heating system and water heater at least 6 times.
I guess his pride was in the way. But I'd already told Spoon, tell them people down in the office that you mean business.
Darby says he also would report countless maintenance issues to management. Some problems, he says, wouldn't be fixed for months.
My apartment was 20 foot from a hole in the ground that was emitting methane gas.
How do you know it was methane gas, Mr. Darby?
They told me.
Who did?
The maintenance people that was digging the hole in the ground. But then the birds stopped coming. When I guess it just became overwhelming to the birds.
Here he comes. Hi there, Mr. Wilkins. Hi, Alicia with News 19.
Paul Wilkins, yeah.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
We are on Facebook Live.
Okay.
What are your thoughts just on how Election Day is going so far?
It's been a great day. We've traveled the state, meeting a lot of people today and getting the vote out.
Oh, here he is. Let's see if he might be able to answer any of our questions. Mr. Bryant, we're on a Facebook Live. Do you have just a second to just tell us about, we asked you a couple of questions in an interview earlier, but what do you think of Warren's campaign so far?
He's ran a great campaign, a lot of character. He stuck with the truth. A lot of campaigns did not.
As for the amount of money tenants could be entitled to, that's still up in the air, but we do understand that lawsuits directed toward recovering damages for any injuries or sicknesses because of conditions at Allen Benedict Court, those could be next. And JR, right before our interview, one of the managers actually went into Tajana's unit. I tried to talk to him, but he said he wasn't allowed to speak with the media. And the Browns just tell me they plan on paying no more fees.
Wow. All right, so what about USC? Do they have any kind of oversight with these apartments at all in any way?
You might think so, right? Because it's an off-campus housing. It's considered off-campus housing, but I reached out to them. They say this is a private apartment complex, and they have no formal relationship with it.